Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to the Outer Worlds, where it seems like we are not afflicted by a bug, or at least if we are, it's a bug that afflicts everybody. She just does not give you the nav key for free when you do stuff for her. I thought that that was the implication, but it's just it seems like the quest she gives you is just a way for you to earn money to be able to afford the key.
Here for this week's magazine.
So, no big deal. We have 10,000 bits, and we're not really using our money for anything else anyway. I'll go ahead and just buy that key from you, thanks.
Fantastic. Do be careful with it, dear, as these keys tend to be a tad hard to acquire. You should have a chat with Lilia Hagen in the Sublight offices. She's a dear. You'll love her.
Well,
now,
we do already need to do
was
that.
there anything else?
No, I think we're good.
Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me.
Alright, we gotta go back to Lilia and tell her that we rescued... Whoa, frame rate. Okay, for a second there I thought Sam's walking was gunshots.
I've seen all 12 episodes of Terror on Monarch. Kind of an expert.
Area analysis
Okay.
is as follows. Significant
Felix has just guaranteed that he's coming with us to Monarch.
Calculating.
Sam, listen. Sam, I really appreciate your funny voice lines about cleaning and whatnot, but you need to deliver them faster. Okay, this is not a very impressive helmet. I'm breaking it down. This was not really worth my picks. And I really wish... You reckon the key card is controlled by this guy? Like if we smashed him over the head, we could get it? I'm not allowed to pickpocket people. Maybe I should raise my stealing to the point where I can try to clumsily pickpocket. I don't know. It's just like, it's not really our thing, right? What are we all doing? We're all just very impressed by... I mean, I guess space is out there. Space is fairly impressive. Alright, I'll give him that. We gotta go talk to Lilia's over this way? Excuse me? Sorry about that. Yeah, there we go. There's Sublight. Oops, that's not what I... You know, this is not how we're gonna talk to Lilia. I must say, I do like the Sublight logo. They have good, strong brand presence. So, how's everything going, guys? How are you liking your time on the Groundbreaker? Oh, never mind. No time for small talk.
If this is something Tobias could handle, see yourself out the door.
I got a nav key to Stellar Bay. Is that job still up for grabs?
Sure is. Welcome aboard, contractor. One of my guys in Stellar Bay has a lead on some high-grade salvage, but he went dark before he could spill the goods. We arranged a drop at the Saltuna warehouse's loading dock. Find whatever he left there and take it to Fallbrook. My gal Catherine will be expecting you.
Okay, that's like remarkably straightforward. What kind of salvage are we looking for here?
When the board pulled out of Monarch, they buried or sealed anything they couldn't carry off-world. Apparently, one of Catherine's teams uncovered an abandoned lab with full tanks of Alta Vitae gas.
Okay, so I'm going after Alta Vitae gas. What is that exactly?
It's exactly 1 million bits per cubic meter. Before you get too excited, the only thing rarer than Alta Vitae gas is a reliable buyer. Dangerous stuff. Acid for the nucleon in your cells. It's no good to anyone outside of a lab.
She's working hard to convince me that this stuff isn't valuable to me. Maybe a little too hard. You know what? Fine, I'll take the job. I'm into it.
Now, get going. Catherine will brief you on the details when you check in with her at Fallbrook. One last thing. When you're on the job, keep a pair of eyes in the back of your head. Understood?
Okay, Felix, that's your job. Hey, that sounds real shady. Actually, is there anything else I should know about Monarch? I would love to not die while doing this.
Few laws and even fewer people to enforce them. If you're working for the right side, it's a fucking paradise. You'll do fine. Probably nothing to worry about. Probably.
Yeah, see? We'll be fine.
That didn't help me feel comfortable at all. Felix doesn't know anything. Hey, Tobias.
I got no clue what half the junk on this desk is for, except the lamp. Improvised weapon.
I mean, everything's an improvised weapon if you're strong enough. Looks like I'm working for Sublight now, which makes us buddies.
Swell. Has anyone from HR given you the new employee talk?
No, not yet.
Here goes. Welcome to Sublight, where salvage runs thicker than blood. We're still trying out new slogans.
Yeah, that's not a great one, because salvage is usually thicker than blood. You got any others?
Sublight. Because what's your alternative?
It's better. Yeah, that one works.
I'll get that right over to marketing, once I figure out where their office is. Glad to have you on board. We could use the help after what happened to the last contractor.
Sorry, you mentioned something happened to your last contractor?
No I didn't.
You are a terrible liar. You sure did, when you told me you were grateful to have me on board.
Oh, that. Just stay on Miss Lilia's good side. Stealing office supplies is a good way to end up as salvage, if you know what I mean.
Actually, I don't know what you mean.
You're gonna have a short career with that attitude. Just do whatever Miss Lilia says and you'll be fine.
Okay, I feel like I get it. I feel like we understand. So hold on. That guy that we saved on Hephaestus, was that guy not working for Sublight? I thought he was. I mean, maybe that whole quest is just finished now. Right. Fallbrook on Monarch. We were going to Fallbrook anyway. Lilia hasn't heard from her guy in Stellar Bay. Oh no, it was Wanda Dorset who sent me to get Captain Irian. I don't know why. I thought the guy worked for Sublight. Okay.
Job assessment. It's a mess.
I get it. That's very funny, Sam. Sam's a real, it's really cracking me up here. You know what I mean, Felix? Basically what I'm trying to do is shame Felix. Boy, I sure wish we had another person in the crew who was as funny as Sam is. Medical. Here we go. You're not the doctor. You're not the doctor. You.
Were I a gambling woman, I'd wager you're responsible for my mechanical safe return. I can't thank you enough.
Yes, I am good at everything. That was the whole interaction? Okay, well I guess I got my XP, which is the only thing that really matters. Also maybe some bits? Oh, also my 8,000 XP, which I left right next to the 4,000 XP apparently. Okay, and also some other stuff. And what am I doing? Walking places with my own legs like some kind of idiot. Right, we don't have anything else to do around here. Yeah, let's just go ahead and get to Monarch. I am still very curious about what's in all those safes in the back of the Rest and Go, and maybe at some point we will attempt to access them, you know?
Space adventuring is tiring work.
I don't really know what the point of resting would be. Actually, hey, hold on, that's interesting. What is the point of resting? Because we know we can sleep in our bed, but like why? Why would I bother? You have natural health regen, so it's not about restoring health. Like aggressive natural health regen. So, you know what? You can choose not to have regen, right? Isn't that a thing? What is? Oh, that's the tiny little baby drone. Right? If your stats are bad, I think you don't have the regen. Oh man, look at all this stuff. Here's that steeper. Sparkling is this unit's middle name. A steeper designed to kill germs rather than people. Unlocks the perk Clean Sweep for Sam. Oh, interesting. So some of the stuff we find for their room, like, actually affects their stats, maybe. Bag of moldy sweetheart cakes. Rock hard and slightly discolored, these moldy Rizzo sweetheart cakes are decades beyond their no more refunds after this date. Why are they in this room? He's got a collection of decorative soaps. That makes sense. A faded air freshener, which is probably not that lemony, you know, anymore. Alright, hold on. We're gonna go to our room, we're gonna have a look at our bed. Whoa, frame rate. So we could sleep. And I don't know, I guess there's a day-night cycle. Resting in a bed is relaxing and moves time forward. Yeah, okay. I think if there was one of the stats you could drop removed the passive regen, I think.
Welcome
so if you were to stat down at
Now that you have acquired a nav key to Stellar Bay, would you like me to contact Dr. Wells?
Oh, I don't know if that's necessary. You know what? Not now. Hold on. We're just gonna go. Wait, were we supposed to be talking? I'm just gonna go. Yeah, if you statted down a character creation, I guess maybe it's possible that you would really, really need... Ooh, dangerous. Yeah, we're gonna go to this one. Maybe it'd be possible that you'd need to sleep somewhere to raise your health. That seems like a terrible way to handicap yourself.
He'd like to congratulate you on finding a route to Monarch.
Yeah, fine, put him on screen.
Well done. You'll love Monarch. Exotic climate, violent native species, fascinating culture, really. You'll need to speak with Hiram Blythe. He's known as the information broker, and for good reason. If anyone knows where I can find those chemicals, it's Hiram. I need those chemicals to revive the Hope's colonists. They can help us fight back against the Board. They can help us set things right. If we don't put a stop to the Board, they're going to drive this colony toward a complete societal collapse. You'll see what I mean when you arrive on Monarch.
I don't know, man. I feel like I saw what you meant back in Edgewater. You can't just send him a message?
Oh, I've tried. I haven't been able to get through to him at all. Silence from the system's own information broker? Not a good sign.
Okay, so he's dead. Any idea why?
Oh, could be any number of reasons. Incarceration, a period of copious drinking, a severe case of the sleeping sickness. Better to be sure than to resort to conjecture. You'll want to hire the services of a skilled guide. I recommend a hunter by the name of Nyoka. Frequents the drinking establishments of Stellar Bay. Very hard to miss. Once you have everything you need, make your way to Hiram Blythe's compound.
Wow, that was a lot of XP for just listening to him talk for a while. Yeah, alright, I'm off. I don't think we have any questions here.
Everyone on the Hope is counting on you.
Captain, an unusual wavelength is coming through Monarch's aether wave frequencies.
The eternal is in us all. The OSI would have you believe that your place in society, indeed in the universe, is preordained. A man who works in the mines of Hephaestus, coating his lungs in mercury dust for not but a few bits a night. This fate is set in stone? When he dies young, coughing up black blood, his part in the grand plan? No, I say. Greatness is in everyone. Not just those so fortunate as to have been born into prosperity.
That was unexpected and odd.
Sorry, what was that?
Analyzing the subtextual ordering. I believe it was a type of sermon, Captain. Very zealous in origin.
It's not really what I was asking. Alright, you know what? Fine. Let's just go land. So we're here, right? We could just go. Alright, who do you think we want to take with us? I'm wondering whether I want to take Vicar Max. Obviously, it seems like there's some rival religious faction here that does not have a lot of respect for the OSI, and as such, bringing Vicar Max with us could be very funny. However, I also don't want him ruining everything with his outrages. You know how he loves to have outrages. Maybe let's take Ellie and Felix. You know what? I'm going to keep Sam and Felix. This is probably okay for right now. We haven't gotten to see Sam in combat at all, and I sure would like to. Raising your engineering skill will allow you to repair your armor and workbench and reduce the number of parts needed. Yo, who could possibly care? Like, we have so many hundreds of armor and weapon parts. Alright, well, let's just have a look around. You know, I'm sure this place is probably filthy. Sam will have lots to do here. Also, just gonna stand behind these boxes. Weird thing to just keep a huge amount of ammunition in an unlocked box in the place where all strangers have to go to enter the colony. It feels to me like entrapment. Maybe we're gonna suffer some consequences for that theft. And yeah, the frame rate is getting really jerky here. Okay, well that guy's obviously waiting to talk to us, but we don't have a choice. There's no way to avoid him. Yeah. Alright, fine. Let's go hit the story beat.
Hey, hold on there. I gotta sign you in. Don't think I've seen you around. That means you must be new to Stellar Bay. You are new here, right?
You seem surprised.
You must have seen those UDL gunships on your way in. There's only 3 of them these days. Still, they tend to scare folk off.
And what are they doing out there?
You may not have heard, you being new, but Stellar Bay hardly ever gets off-road traffic, us being cut off by the board and all. Which means I never get to do this part, but I've been practicing, so here goes. On behalf of Monarch Stellar Industries, welcome to Stellar Bay, home of the freshest sal tuna in Halcyon. Please state your name for the records.
Me, I'm Alex Hawthorne.
Swell. There's one for the logs. I'm even gonna give you your own entry code. I'm not supposed to do that. It's against procedure, but Mr. Sanjar isn't so strict about the rules here. Besides, I got a lot of empty entries to fill.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna go have a look around town.
Mr. Sanjar will be mighty pleased to meet you. If you see him over at headquarters, maybe you could tell him I did a bang-up job of welcoming you? Oh, and if you're headed that way, maybe you could do me a favor?
Here it comes. That depends. What is it?
I got this Rizzo's Rangers tossball poster coming in on the next Sublight shipment, signed by the Black Hole himself. Only I haven't heard anything in a while. You think you could check with Celia to see if it's come in?
Sorry, who's the Black Hole?
Boss, come on. Black Hole Birdie, the Hole Meister, the Hack Attack.
That's Bertie Holcomb, only one of the greatest tossball hackers ever.
I'm already kind of regretting bringing Felix.
We still get some of the games. You've been living in a sulfur pit or something?
Yes, I love sulfur. But why is he called the Black Hole? This is just going to make Felix talk more, but I'm going to say it anyway.
On account of him being the best hacker who ever played, nothing gets by him. He sucks up every ball that comes his way.
Okay, well that's all I ever need to hear on that subject.
Whatever you say, I could talk tossball for hours.
Listen, we all like sucking balls or whatever, but, I'll go ask about your poster.
Thanks a bunch. Celia works for Mr. Sanjar in the MSI building next to the bar. She's always there, so you can't miss her.
You don't get to tell me what I can miss. Guy's real bossy for a dude who only has one eye. I'm just saying, he probably he doesn't always make the best decisions. Show me cool stuff I actually want to buy. A trip blade, Mark II. Hey, that's a pretty hard hitting trip blade there. 151 is harder hitting than our current melee weapon, right? 1200? Yeah, we still have a ton of bits. No, 163. Also, I really like the way you smack someone with this thing and bits of them just go flying into the distance. This is probably basically what tossball is. Yeah, what about Anti-Cleo? Yeah, pretty much the normal stuff. Okay.
Wouldn't mind smelling like Saltuna if we could sell more of it.
Yeah, it turns out nobody anywhere likes it. I don't know. I don't know why it's the main export of all planets. Okay, we found ourselves a little dead end full of loot here. We just picked up a weapon mod called Mr. N. I have no idea what that might... What the hell was that? What on earth could that possibly be? Ah, changes the damage type to N-ray damage. Damage minus 50%. But the N-ray damage makes... N-ray damage is like poisonous, right? It does more damage over time. Hold on. We actually have a codex here. In the journal? Yeah. The basics, maybe? Combat? Damage types. Here we go. Bypasses armor, weak against non-organics. So plasma is good against flesh, weak against mantisaurs specifically, for some reason. Corrosion is good against armor, including automechanicals, mantisaurs, and heavy armor. Okay, because mantisaurs are the armored type of flesh. Shock is good against automechanicals, and N-ray bypasses all armor, which seems actually pretty great. Man, do I want to make my bludgeoning weapon here an N-ray bludgeon? I don't know. We're getting a lot of value out of it being high damage individual strikes. I'm gonna grab this shunt from an angle where nobody's really looking at me. Oh, there's a guy right there. There's no version of this where nobody's really looking at me. You know what I don't need that badly? This shunt.
We're not the best equipped, but scouting for rats keeps us on our toes.
How could you say you're not the best equipped when you have a sick plasma scythe? That guy has a name, so if we talk to him, it's going to be a whole thing, but I guess that's what we're here for.
Laws. Can a man enjoy the smooth menthol flavor of a Stogie Slim in peace?
It's Neil Cicierega. You got a lot of brass for a man standing around doing absolutely nothing.
What I am doing, sir, is enjoying the moment. It's so rare that I can seize one apart from the jabbering masses of this wretched place.
Your neighbors probably aren't missing your company either, come to think of it.
And how should they know what they're missing? I recall when Stellar Bay was a proper board-affiliated town with regular shipments of Auntie Cleo's best and all the cereals. Before Sanjar took over MSI and got us all booted.
And you miss the good old days.
Days of consumption and culture. When we weren't squabbling with the iconoclasts for lack of better things to do. Look, you're making me melancholy. Is there something you wanted?
Actually, no. No, I was just bothering you because you have a name.
What are
This
the
is the price you pay.
of all the times and places we could have been born?
Yeah.
We're here, light years from Earth, going about our lives.
Every time the punch clock peals, a worker earns his meals.
Sort of a non sequitur.
Sorry, I thought you were quoting It's a Wonderful Directorate.
Yeah, no, I get you, buddy. She's completely useless in a conversation. Oh, hey, she has the same haircut we do.
And the little bastard's slippery, right? On account of its blood, so it's sliding all over the place, trying to crawl away. Getting so I can't tell the blood from the mud.
This is a good story. Keep listening.
But I gotta get in there, get right in that baby rap's stomach and dig it out. If so much as a drop of stomach acid got on that medallion, I don't know what I'd do. Might be I'd hunt every damn wrapped out there. Right. What are you staring? Wait. You ain't from around here. Who are you?
She's a weird drunk. Who are you? Why are both of my options to use my real name? I'm Alex Hawthorne, damn it.
Name's Nyoka. I'm the best big game hunter on the planet.
You're also the loudest big game hunter on the planet. And the drunkest.
Shut the Fair point. I deserve it, though. On account of being the best.
You're a hunter? You ever killed a rapt with your bare hands?
Felix, what? Now, you know what? Actually, I want to know that. That's a good question.
Matter of fact, I was just regaling our drink master here of a time when a baby rap snatched an heirloom of mine. Had to chase it halfway to Fallbrook. When I finally caught it, I was so mad I tore its jaw clean off. Reached in, wrenched my medallion from its belly. Caught me an awful burn. But I'd say it was worth it.
A burn? You were disfigured? That rap leave you with some sort of grisly-looking scar?
Hey now, woman's gotta have her secrets.
She's got like a real pro wrestler cutting a promo kind of energy to her. I dig it. I don't believe that story for a second. You always spin tails when you're in your cups?
If you think this is drunk, I gotta, you need to get out more. Sit.
It's probably true.
Take. Buy me a drink and let's chat.
You know what? Sure. Another round.
Outstanding.
Oh no, 2 entire bits.
What are you doing in Stellar Bay, stranger?
Wait, if a drink costs 1 bit, how does the economy around here work? I'm told you can help me find an information broker?
Well. Let's get down to brass nuts then, shall we? Wait, that ain't it. Brass rats? Let's talk business.
I am always down to
back
talk
out
rats.
there after I sober up. You want a guide sooner than that? You have to get me something to clear my head.
Is that a thing? Do they make that? Sure. What do you need?
Outstanding! Our dispensary here maintains a stock of, well, I don't rightly know what they are. Steroid or caffeine somethings? Pills. They're very good. I'm cut off for the month, on account of needing one just about every damn day. But I'm sure you've got your wily ways. Fetch me one and we'll be all set.
Okay, that sounds pretty easy. Apparently I don't have medical 25 anymore without Ellie around. So steroid or caffeine somethings. To be clear, you don't know what you're taking?
I know they make me see straight for a little while. You gonna get me a dose or what?
It does sound like we need to make her see straight. Alright, I'll be back. Go get pills. Nyoka's medicine. Certainly a way of phrasing it. I'm gonna just let myself back here. Oh, this is all public area where I can't steal anything interesting. There's not even anything in this bin. Who designed this damn bar? Oh, even more places where I'm allowed to be. Wait a minute. That's a mag pick. Am I willing to get in trouble for a mag pick? Absolutely I am.
What do you think you're doing?
Boy, they really ran over here with fists already cocked, huh? Nothing at all.
Do what you want, I guess.
That's kind of funny because I got XP despite the fact that she she very obviously doesn't believe me. If I close this door, are y'all gonna open it? My concern here is that, yep, that's exactly what my concern was. Just get inside, damn it. I want to steal stuff, but I need the door to be closed when I do it. Is that good enough? Yeah, that'll work. Felix, do not... Okay. I mean, I'm not going to use a one-handed weapon. Even though there's functionally very little difference between a one-handed weapon and a two-handed weapon, given how little the skills actually matter, it seems like. I'm surprised. I'm surprised by how little your skill actually affects the DPS of your weapon. And critical hits are a big deal. Critical hits with bigger weapons are more of a big deal. But it's weird that all it does is affect your crit percentage. Okay. Do we want to... No, I don't want to use that weapon mod, I don't think. Zhang's to-do list. Clean dead mantis swarms from air filters. Purchase gaskets. Do not buy from Sebastian again. Those looked like they'd been sitting in a rat's belly. Get fish oil from Velma. Ask Catherine for supply. Bother Sanjar about walls. You know, it's just, it's world building. You're Zhang.
Well, well. The only new folk I ever see in town are Sublight runners from Fallbrook. But you don't look like one of Catherine's. What can I get you?
I would love to
All
trade.
sales are final, unless you threaten me. I'm kidding. Don't threaten me.
That was not very convincing. So, nothing terribly new here. Ooh, pro tossball sticks. Look at that. Look at that. With the stagger special effect and everything, we're probably buying one of those. This is just a big bag full of tumors. Great. Well, got some crummy armor, crummy helmets. I mean, they're very brightly colored. I'll give her that. I'm gonna take one of these super tossball sticks, though. Oh, actually, hold on. Did I have the opportunity to sell junk to her? Okay, there we go. Just gotta make sure we are constantly divesting ourselves of garbage. So yeah, that hits for 110. I know, like, the spark damage and everything, but I think we have some spark damage stuff. I think we could put together a spark weapon. And then, I guess we probably want to have an elemental damage type available on one of these things. Maybe I do want to fit one of these with the N-Ray. I don't know. Let's see, what options do we really have here? If I wanted to modify this tossball stick, Sure Grip is the... Oh, no, that's right. They're separated into two categories. So, I don't care about the Sure Grip thing, to be perfectly honest with you. It might be worth more as 31 bits. Because, like, you already just don't lose durability fast enough for it to matter, generally. And then we could change the damage type to Plasma, to N-Ray, or increase the damage dealt by power attacks. Oh, hey, look at the modification on that. That does seem pretty good. Then again, I'm pretty eager to have an N-Ray weapon, just because it's a thing we've never seen before. It seems like it could be really cool. So it dramatically reduces the damage output, but it's armor ignoring poison. Man, I really wish I had a sense of how powerful the N-ray effect is. I'm going to go ahead and do this, because we're going to want this on the most powerful weapon possible, right? I guess I'm assuming that the damage over time effect from the N-rays is based on the damage of the attack that it's maybe not a safe assumption. Maybe we don't mess with this right now. Maybe I'll just hold off for the moment. It might be the case that the Codex has a better explanation on a different page than the one we saw. I'll look into it between episodes or something.
Help!
Seems like...
Someone's been killed!
Oh yeah?
I think I'm gonna be sick.
Alright, pull yourself together and tell me what happened.
I clean the apartments while everyone's at work. I've seen all sorts of messes, but this... If you're going into the apartments, do not go into the lower one on the right. That's where the body is. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go contemplate a hot shower.
But not like take a hot shower, just think about... Okay, well, Sam, come with me. I think I got a job for you. Ooh, check that out. Monarch Stellar. Okay, they sell the same garbage as everybody, just you know, slightly rebranded. Every once in a while we see something really cool in one of these. Alright, lower and on the right. This is the one he was talking about. Ooh, wow.
Murder. Hey, is this the part where we go hunting for clues?
Body bag
Why would we...
dispenser empty. Please replace sack reel before disposing of any corpses.
Okay, I mean, we see dead people all the time. Do we particularly care about this? I mean, okay, he got... It looks like neck murdered. My guess is it was neck murder. We're going to do the only thing that one can do in a situation like this. Steal all his belongings and foul up the crime scene something awful. Here we go. This betting slip lists some increasingly bold wagers made for a team called Mostly Colonists. It's from Left Field Tossball Betting. Hey Felix, you want to help me out with that? Maybe tell me if that makes any sense to you at all? Because I don't know anything about it. What is this? A hastily packed suitcase. Several ragged outfits, all the same cut and color, were stuffed into the suitcase. Okay, so... Guy got himself into his bookie and then decided he was going to skip town real fast, but not real fast enough? I mean, not exactly rocket science, sort of thing that happens all the time. Hey, that's weird. Why is that panel just on the ground? I don't know, this whole place is falling apart. May as well finish looting the entire apartment building. Oh, this person is home. But they're very caught up in their screen, which I assume is just telling them a fascinating story about how they don't need to own things. Listen, possessions will only hold you down. If anything, I've freed you here.
Got any news from the rest of Halcyon?
Yeah, everything sucks. It's all just terrible. Who would have thought? Messages. Sure, we'll just read this random person's messages. To S. Nandy. Mr. Nandy, sorry to bother you about this, but something foul is leaking from the apartment upstairs. I don't know what Celia is keeping up there, but she works for you, right? Do you think you could maybe talk to her about it? To I. Rose. Isaac, can you please try to keep your windows shut? As I've tried to explain, leaving them open, especially when you've got food out, invites mantis swarms. And a mantis swarm infestation is everyone's problem. And to B. Hecht. Braxton, I know you keep odd hours, and I know because I've heard you coming and going at all times of the day and night, haha. But maybe you could try to close your door a little more quietly? I have rather sensitive nerves, and every time I hear your door, I think we're in the middle of another Amber Heights. Oh no, not another Amber Heights. Can you believe it? Can you imagine? The rudeness of these people. Not like us. We would never do anything rude. I'm going to take this. Is that okay with you? 100% within her field of view. But she couldn't see me take it, and she has no object permanence, like she's a puppy.
You'll never hear the end of it.
Uh-oh.
I haven't seen him in a while. If you'd gotten stuck in an hour-long rant about mostly colonists, you'd be thankful.
Alright, well, Felix is about to be a real asset or maybe a huge problem for us. Provided that Isaac is home? I guess we shouldn't assume. This is a pretty high lockpicking thing here. I'm not going to equip this. I guess maybe it's just because it had a Mark II weapon in it. I'm gonna... Okay, there we go. You guys were raised in a barn. Alright, no, that looks worth stealing. I think our character has a real strange sense of what is worth picking up. I guess if you have a magic inhaler that can vaporize anything, it makes some sense to just grab anything you think might go in there. But we sure are carrying an awful lot of many types of garbage, with a total refusal to pick up many other types of garbage.
You startled me. Don't sneak up on a person like that, huh?
Your door is very loud. Also my footsteps. Very, very loud. Apparently we can't even have a conversation with you. I was gonna question her if she heard anything weird or, you know. Alright, dropping a care package off with the Mathers in the old ruins south of Stellar Bay. Be back soon. Laura, I know you're reading this. Stay out of my things. Well, I can't tell if she's doing that or not. Take all this. Get close enough to this thing to loot it without... I think I'm still behind her. Yeah, everything's fine. Alright, these people have some kind of interpersonal drama going on in here, and I'm sure we'll get to hear about it eventually. It is weird for me to be, like, drawn into this murder, see a dead body, and you're just like, oh my god, amazing. When we see dead bodies constantly, like, all I ever do is encounter evidence of murder. It doesn't usually grab my attention in that way. Whoa. Hey, Abigail.
Capable of running the warehouse, she can certainly pick up her own caffeinoid.
Don't be so hard on her. With Brax missing, she's working doubles and needs a little edge.
Very well, dearie. But you stop by anytime you like. Hmm?
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
Quickly, move off colony. You'll never escape.
Hello, dearie. Why, I don't believe I've seen you before. And with sweet cheeks like those, I'd remember.
I mean, she's right. My cheeks are pretty sweet. Are you in charge of handing out medicine?
Yes, indeed. Someone's got to keep Stellar Bay's people healthy and energized.
Is she putting aphrodisiacs in everybody's medicine? It kind of seems like... Hey, you certainly seem excited about your job.
Oh, but I am. I get to see plenty of my neighbors here, and I do dearly love a little gossip.
I mean, you gotta appreciate the enthusiasm. I've been asked to pick up some medicine, some kind of caffeine or steroids or something.
Bless your little heart, you must mean caffeinoid. If it's pep you need, one pill does the deed.
Sure.
Now, dearie, who's this pickup for?
Oh, the pills are for me, obviously.
I'm so sorry, but with the iconoclasts and the marauder filth chasing away what little trade we get, I'm afraid I have to reserve my supply for Stellar Bay residents.
Well, that backfired.
Reserves have gotten so low, I've even had to start locking the supply room upstairs. Isn't it a shame what some people will do to get a little extra?
Oh, yeah, you just can't trust people these days.
Except for you. I can tell. You've got one of those faces. I'd make an exception for you if I could, my little cherub. Is there anyone else needing a special pickup from Auntie Abigail?
I mean, it kind of sounds like maybe we could just, you know, get down with her a little bit, and she might be willing to... I'm totally willing to do it. I don't know, Auntie. You'll have to pry that secret from my sweet little cheeks.
Aren't you a saucy thing? I may not be a fresh young thing anymore, but with age comes experience, dearie.
Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah, why don't you show me a thing or two?
Much as I'd love to. My rheumatism is especially fierce at the moment, and I'm all out of my medicine. But I'd hate to send you away empty-handed. You were here for caffeinoid, weren't you? Who's it for?
It's kind of weird the way this conversation's unfolding, because, like, she should, at this point, think that it's for me, right? Well, you know, it's fine. It's for Nyoka. She's gonna be like, oh, no, I'll never do that, unless... And then we get the real quest.
Oh, her. It's none of my business, but I have told her Dr. Williams would bump up her monthly allotment if only she'd join MSI. Contribute like the rest of us. Now I've gone and said too much. And you know me, dearie. I don't like to pry.
Okay, well, when can Nyoka get her next dose?
I'm afraid it'll be the better part of a month. Our dear Nyoka tends to exhaust her supply rather quickly. Believe me, there's nothing I'd love better than to help you, but there's not much I can do. Dr. Williams managed the town's allotments from his terminal upstairs. Even I can't access them.
Okay, so it sounds like this is the thing where a little bit of lockpicking or hacking would get the job done. But I thought you were in charge around here, Auntie. I mean, you sure ought to be.
Oh, you flatter an old woman. Me, I'm just here to be a pretty face for the customers. And to keep an extra key to the supply room, for all the times Dr. Williams misplaced his.
Oh, yeah, he's a forgetful fellow, huh?
Careless experimentation with medicinal substances does take its toll, eventually.
So where can I find this Dr. Williams?
In the town graveyard, I'm afraid. Poor man was always searching for the Flower of Enlightenment. On the way, he tried some rather daring substance combinations.
The Flower of Enlightenment.
It's a philosophist symbol of some kind, dearie. Never you mind. The graveyard's near the southern ruins. You're certainly welcome to pay our respects, but the bodies tend to attract beasties.
You're gonna go tussle with some raptidons? Because I've been practicing my dropkick.
Do be careful.
Yes, I know.
I hate for anything to happen to you, dearie.
I really appreciate that he's willing to acknowledge it. He's like, I fucking love dropkicking raptidons. It's the greatest thing. So hold on. I really thought that this top line was going to lead to us getting the key from her.
Oh, and to keep an...
I have to say the top thing, I guess. Remind me, what supply room?
The one upstairs, where we store our medicines.
Okay, no, that was just to get her to tell me that the supply room exists, but she already had, so... I don't know, that seems like a weird thing to gate behind a check. So we could just threaten her. I don't know if I want to threaten her. I suspect that that's maybe going to be a problem for us in the long term. Yeah, that's fine. We'll just go search his body.
Dearie.
I'll just go do this the old-fashioned way. Listen, I don't love intimidating people. I like lying to people and manipulating the rules to get my way, you know. Terminal's use is restricted to authorized medical engineers. Unauthorized use will warrant action from your site safety engineer, so it would be a 50 hack. That is pretty serious. I'll just create a new account? Why not? Account setup requires a persistent connection to the central communications tower. Oh no, this terminal was designed by Ubisoft. Or I guess at this point Blizzard is an equally relevant joke? I don't know. Listen, I'm not here to do humor. I'm here to very, very, very slowly play this video game. Oh, we actually do have the skill to just lockpick it. It's not even that many picks. We could just go get the key off his body. We'd probably get more XP for doing it that way. Yeah, alright. Let's go get more XP. So Dr. Williams' graveyard is over that away.
She's always cranky.
The second people we've heard talk about Velma.
I mean, more than usual. Wouldn't know. I made it a point to stay out of her way.
Nope, not getting sidetracked. We'll come back. There's probably lots and lots of stuff to do in town. So where's the doors out this way?
Wrap mask and painted eyes, right here.
Please, will someone help me? My boy's in trouble.
Oh, fine. Ooh, hey, look at that. That's a pretty fine-looking weapon. No, wait, I should probably help this woman.
Oh, thank you for stopping. Everyone acts like nothing's wrong, like my little boy isn't at risk of being eaten by some vile creature. Please, you have to help me get my little Tucker back. He ran away and is going to get himself killed. Oh, I just know a raptidon is melting him with acid as we speak.
Well, then it's definitely too late. Your child is missing. Where'd you last see him?
Oh, I just knew you were a good person. Agnes, I said, this is the man to save your little Tucky. And I was right. He ran out
don't get ahead of
the
yourself.
wilderness a few days ago. I warned him about the raptidons, mantisaurs, and marauders, the toxic sulfur pools, and poisonous plants, but he didn't listen. Please, won't you go and find my boy?
Why would Tucker run away?
He's been pining for an adventure. Says he's tired of living cooped up behind the walls. But he doesn't understand how dangerous it is out there. I warned him. A raptidon would snap him up first chance it got. I just know one's ripped his arm off and is gnawing on his sweet little fingers. He should have listened to his mama. I promised I'd keep him safe here with me.
Is anybody else getting the feeling that she kind of enjoys imagining these very detailed scenarios? Alright, where would he have gone?
He's been listening to those awful broadcasts that the iconoclasts put out. I begged Sanjar to put a stop to them, but did he? No! And now I just know my boy's run off to Amber Heights. That is, if a Manta Queen hasn't spooled out and eaten his entrails for breakfast already.
Well, I doubt they have the patience to really do it that way. Where's Amber Heights?
That old settlement, southwest of Stellar Bay. I don't know which is worse, the thought of my son shacking up with the nutty iconoclasts.
Alright, everybody brace
Or
yourself.
that he never made it. Sprats could be nesting in his rotting body alongside the road as we speak.
Okay, that one was not really
Maybe
escalating.
marauders got him, pulled all his teeth out, crushed him into their drugs, and made him snort them. Oh,
There it is.
the things that could happen to my sweet baby.
Alright, lady, you got a real active imagination. Did you say there was a reward involved with this request?
Well, I guess I can't ask you to leave the town walls for free. It is deathly dangerous out there. I've got some bits saved up for a rainy day. I'll give you every last one if you just bring my Tucker back to me. I won't even be mad at him running off. You tell him I won't be mad.
Okay, well, I think I'm down to help you find your son. Actually, hold on, we should ask about the iconoclast too, because if there's anything in those broadcasts that could give us an indication of where else he might go, we should know about it, right?
Those low-life degenerates, leading innocent boys into a life of danger. Oh, they make it sound so exciting. Like it's noble to risk it all out there, fighting for the greater good.
Not sure I'm seeing the problem here.
You're one of them, aren't you? You should be ashamed of yourself, young man. Just as your mama would be.
Whoa.
How noble is it to worry your loved ones? Not at all, I say. But still they preach their sermons of anarchy and rebellion to anyone who'll listen. If they weren't holed up in Amber Heights, I'd knock them all upside the head.
Oh, she forgot that time to describe something terrible happening to her son. Yeah, alright, I'll help you.
Thank you. Oh, I know he'll be safe now that someone's able to fetch him home. You look for him in Amber Heights, you hear? It's down the road southwest of town. I'm sure he made it that far. I just know it.
Do you,
if
though?
you find any of them iconoclasts indoctrinating my boy, you punch them in the mouths. Tell them what I think of them luring little boys away from their mamas. It's immoral.
What do you think the odds are we're going to find him and he's going to be like 37 years old? Oh, hey, look at all this. Okay, I said look at all this. It's like one thing. You'll be surprised to learn that it's nothing at all.
Alright, don't let me catch you here again.
It seems like we lose a single point of reputation every time that happens. It's not even really a cost. Although at this point, maybe I don't need to be losing things in exchange for mag picks. You know, we don't have that many. If we had 80 mag picks, if they were more like bypass shunts, I guess it would be worth probably not even worth picking them up. Also, at some point I leveled up here. I should probably spend some skill points. So I'm gonna chill on the lie for a minute here. We have a pretty reliable 100 points of lying available. So this might be an okay time to start leveling up our other stuff. Inspiration seems okay. Some of the fights that we get into do have a lot of enemies, and so that crit chance bonus would be awfully useful. Or do we want to just level this up instead? You know what? I will take this to 60. Try to keep my companions actually on their feet, which is a thing that we're having some trouble with lately.
Rising. Concentrated amount of scum present ahead.
We gotta go exploring. I want to see some savages.
Felix, what is... Okay. You keep the head on. Well, I guess let's try out our new tossball stick. Is that like a tiger raptidon? That's awesome. Hey Sam. We're gonna test your skills out over here.
Object is tuned to be feckless.
Wow, that really sent them flying. You know, you don't have to shoot the grenades directly on top of me.
Sterling is this unit's middle name.
I think the key is we just don't ever let them do anything.
Levitation and maintenance job fulfilled.
Okay, I'm a little bit staggered here. Having been hit in the head one too many times, your mental faculties have been permanently affected. No, I don't think so. I don't think I want to take that. Our character's kind of all about his mental faculties, you know? I guess that offered us an opportunity to sort of branch off and turn our character into something else. Alright, what do we got in here? Oh, you know, just a bunch of stuff that I'm going to have to eventually mark as junk and sell. But what is life, if not an endless looting adventure, where eventually you end up marking most of your stuff as junk? Really, this video game is truer to life than any piece of art ever has been. You know what? Sure. I'll crack a safe. That sounds like fun. They could have given me a little mini-game or something here. Another one of these sentry sabers, and just a bunch of garbage. Okay. Boy, they really want to give you a sentry saber, Mark II, but they also want to make it like a big deal.
Out of my way!
Felix, you big idiot.
Industrial stain.
Go up, Felix!
Combat in this game's real goofy. Ow.
Scoured with resuming passive mode.
So yeah, I'm definitely, like, getting poisoned by my allies. Maybe. Some of these Raptidons were spitting poison, too. I think I might be getting poisoned by my, like, actually hit by my allies' attacks. Might be the case that Felix with a grenade launcher is not a good teammate for a melee character. Maybe we should swap him to a gun. Hey, check it out. An OSI church. Sort of wish I had Vicar Max and Parvati with me here. But they'd have some things to say. So my dude here got drunk on purpleberry wine and then got murdered by all of those things. Okay, not just purpleberry wine. How dare I? He's a connoisseur. Found ourselves another book, which I assume will just appear in Max's quarters. Do we know for sure that everybody else is even literate? Now, we definitely know Parvati is literate. Because she can read adorably filthy poetry. That is a hell of a thing that I'm looking at right there. A nice hat. Well, I mean, listen, I hate to break faith with my teammates here, but we should at least try this nice hat on, right? Well, let's have a look at it. How nice exactly is this hat? Leadership skills +5, persuade +7. You know, honestly, with the tossball stick, it does have sort of an aesthetic going. Kinda like it. It does also have slightly more armor. Persuade +7, leadership skills +5. I might hold on to it. Yeah, I'm like the ringleader now. You also have to keep the moonheads on, obviously. Can only have one ringleader. Well, I kind of thought we might find something a little bit more significant in here, but I guess it doesn't necessarily need to be significant that they had a church. Lots of places have churches. I'm getting all distracted. We gotta, find the graveyard. Something tells me it's that way. Obviously, we're going to enter every building I'm allowed to enter on the way there. Well, I sure wish I had a flashlight. I mean, Sam basically has to have a flashlight on him somewhere, right? Actually picked up that weapon. What a fool. That's cool. I don't need to see. My natural loot senses will carry us through this. I'm definitely hearing more hostiles.
Are these real ruins? Huh. It's just like in the series.
Time to clean area estimated. Sanitization incoming.
There you go. See, it won't take all that long as you clean it very aggressively.
One order of frickin' fan coming up.
Heads up, jackass!
They work really well together, actually. And then I run in for the killing blow, and I take all of the credit. Hooray. There we go. Yeah, I think the problem I was having on the other planet, getting killed all the time, was just actually getting into combat myself. Like, the secret is never ever do your own fighting. Transition to Mather residence. This is a whole other map, huh? Yeah, alright, I'm curious. What is in here that is so significant that it needs to have its own map? Perhaps it's a secret entrance to some kind of underground vault or something. No, what am I thinking? Underground vaults? Why would anyone build a network of those? It's a ridiculous concept. Hey there, y'all.
A visitor? What an unexpected surprise! Please, come in. Come in.
We're armed to the teeth. What's he gonna do? Kill us with generosity?
Felix,
That's
that wasn't a
the
threat.
Spirit. Now come in. Make yourselves comfortable.
I think all the monsters are making Felix a tiny bit jumpy. You know what? Sure. Don't mind if I do.
Excellent. You've arrived at just the right time. My wife is putting the finishing touches on dinner. Please, make yourself at home until it's ready.
I think I just lost my appetite.
Felix, what's wrong with you? What's going on here? See now something I don't about the dinner?
Oh, hello there. You come for dinner?
Yeah, I guess so?
That's nice. We had someone else over a week ago or yesterday. I forget.
Are you okay? You seem a little confused.
It just gets hard to remember things. I recall moments, feelings, but the details slip. Other times it's like there's fog. Sorry, have we talked about this before?
What a weird little... Okay, maybe I can help you.
That's nice of you. I usually feel better after I eat. Mama said dinner's almost ready, huh?
We're certainly being signaled in a number of ways that this is an ominous situation that we're in, but it feels like they forgot to show me the part that everybody's reacting to that makes it ominous. Right? Maybe I just missed something? That's just a hot plate. Ma'am, you're just moving your hands back and forth in front of a hot plate?
What a pleasant surprise. And just when I was beginning to fear we'd seen the last of good company for a spell. Yet the Eternal provides, does it not?
If you're so eager for company, why live all the way out here?
The Eternal does not desire that we huddle and hide, crowded in by walls. We all share the spark of the divine,
and we were made to spread it across the stars. Out here, we are free. And even apart from society, the universe provides for us, as your being here proves.
And what do you mean by that? That you're going to eat us, obviously.
Just that your presence here is a gift to us, and one that we don't take for granted. Look at me, prattling on as if this gravy is going to cook itself. Why don't you run along until we are ready for dinner?
Yeah, sure. I mean, we're not in any danger at all here, though, right? If it is indeed the case that they are planning to eat us, which is certainly, I think, what is being implied here. First of all, Sam's a giant acid-spewing robot, and secondly, everything else that's wrong with that plan.
Oh, hi there. Did you come to bring us more of those rocket candies?
Yeah, sure, I brought some candies. This isn't even really a lie. I bet I have a ton of candy.
That's wonderful. There was this other man who used to bring them. Not anymore, though.
What can you tell me about this man?
Mama and Papa said he came from the city. When we got sick one time, he brought those candies to make us well again. And they worked. Now we feel better than ever. Mama says they're a gift from the Eternal.
And why isn't he bringing you more rocket candies?
He said they were making us sick. Mom and Papa got real mad at him for that. They went to have a talk with him. Afterwards, they said he wasn't coming back again.
Okay.
Okay. Maybe I'll see you at dinner.
Warning! Sam's specially formulated blood-out fluid remover has been known to eat through flesh. Handle with caution.
Cool, Sam. Good contribution to the conversation there, my friend. Well, we'll just take all this. What? What, did she happen to walk out?
What do you think you're doing?
Well, you'll be surprised to hear that it's nothing at all.
Just keep your fingers to your own self, okay?
She just happened to walk into the room.
Hey, what are you doing in my room?
Ah, because I went in her room and it triggered a script for her to walk forward. Oh, yeah, I was just looking around, sorry.
Liar! You're
What?
trying to steal the last of my rocket candies, aren't you?
Your rocket candies?
The ones that come in a bottle with a rocket ship on it. Like the other man used to bring.
Alright, calm down. I'm going. Can't remember if I stole the important stuff or not. I sort of want to just walk back in there. Ah, whatever. What about this room? Am I allowed to go in here? Okay. She's fine with it. I'll take this. Levi Mather's Poetry Journal. Private, do not read. Oh man, maybe we should just obey. Sunrise. The sun crests the horizon, as round, soft, and warm as the lump of a cysty pig. The day is fresh and alive with possibility. The thing about the cysty pigs is everybody's just so used to it that it doesn't gross them out anymore, I think. Trees. Everreds rise from the ground, glistening and triumphant in daylight. They remind me that life can grow, even here amidst the dust. Sky. Monarch one grows large and dark, like a mouth that eats the sky. I try to think of words I had to describe it. Something dark swallows them too. There is an ache sharp in my stomach. Hurts all the time. Food makes me sick. Water makes me sick. Always hungry, so I can't think. Hey, those were starting to get pretty good at the end there. That's just like a hand. Huh. Well, probably nothing suspicious going on here. It feels really bad that, like, there's a thing building here that could have been really cool and effective, but Felix reacting to it before it was made clear to us sort of spoiled the whole thing. It just makes it feel like really awkward and poorly executed. I don't know. That's a bummer, man. I assume that reaction was bugged, that he was not supposed to do that until you start to discover some more things here. Oh. Sort of looks like we could just get in here. No, I guess we're going to have to pick the lock. Well, there is a big wrench in there. Oh man, if we could bring home a big wrench for Parvati, she would love that shit. That's what that is, right? Yeah, it's like a big wrench. Also, there's a key, so in theory, we don't really have to spend these picks. And I'm assuming the key will just be on one of the Mathers.
Spacer's choice pills, they cure all your ills.
Did you just write that yourself? It's very impressive. Oh, now she's fine with me going in her room? Okay, well, I'm gonna break down your shovel. Yeah, weird. Weird that she would have a reaction the first time, but not further times. This is also a place where we'd have to spend 5 picks or maybe just get a key. I mean, here's the thing. How bad do I feel about just bludgeoning these people? Because I might just bludgeon them is the thing.
I hope you favor ketchup and woolly cheddar. We have to make do with what we can find.
Nice to meet you. Wait, did I already say that?
You must be famished. So are we, my friend, but one can't rush a fine meal.
Hey, why is the door locked?
Is it sticking again? I'm afraid nothing out here works the way it used to. There's a bit of a trick to jimmying it open. I'll see to it once we've finished dinner.
So see, like, that's a great example of, I did not see that the door was locked yet, so I should not yet be reacting to the door being locked. No, I think you'll see to it now.
Please, there's no need for incivility. Though I certainly understand how hunger sharpens the temper. I promise I'll get the door open once we've had our meal. Until then, why don't you stretch your legs a bit? A nice walk around the house will surely limber them up.
Sure, I'll just keep myself occupied then. I'm kind of curious if we're gonna hit a, yeah, see, and now I see the door's locked. Kind of curious if we're gonna hit a trigger in here where they're gonna, like, come at us. I kind of want to see how this resolves, if we let it resolve. Ooh, check out those mag picks. We'll be taking those home soon enough. So I'm gonna do a little walking around the house. I wonder if it's waiting for me to, like, interact with something before they freak out and attack us, or...
Muting volume now.
Yes, thank you, Sam. Very stealthy. I feel like we saw everything, though, right? Was there something I was supposed to notice in their bedroom that I just didn't notice? It doesn't look like it. This extremely conspicuous room just has nothing interactable in it. It does seem awfully strange. Alright, yeah, I guess let's just go downstairs and shout at them until the thing pops off. By which I mean have my robot jump on them, probably. What if we do that and it turns out none of them have the key? Then we're just going to be trapped in here forever.
You must be famished.
Okay. I think it's probably time to just do the thing then, huh?
I hope you favor ketchup and woolly
Hey,
cheddar.
Sam.
We have
These
to make
people
do.
are filthy.
Phone activated.
Jesus. Jesus, Sam. I mean, good work and everything. It is exactly what I told you to do. But still, tough to watch. You really let that dude have it. Alright, I'll take all these. You just lock me in your house? What do you think was going to happen? Lizzie, how's it going? Wait, that just takes me outside? I definitely want to check out this room up here first. Nope, that is not the correct door. Here we go.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have nightmares about this.
No job
Yeah.
is too great, too grueling, or too gruesome for a Sam.
Well, Braxton Hecht. Velma Ballard as a supervisor. That's unfortunate. If lost, please return to Ballard Velma, or current supervisor of MSI Fishery Operations in Stellar Bay. We got a special weapon there called Supper Time. Apparently I'm not allowed to take the big wrench, which just seems very inconsiderate of me. Huh, that's it, I guess, though. We got the, you know, whatever for the quest. I don't know. This doesn't seem all that great. So I'm curious about this. This is going to let us out on the second floor. We're just going to leave before she realizes what all those noises downstairs were. You'd think she might have, like, run to check it out or something, but... This whole place so far has really felt like, The point to get me up there? No, that door's not actually accessible. Why is there a little balcony here that we can get out on? What is the value of this? Oops. Oh, that was a little bit more of a jump than I meant to go for. Huh. Yeah, this whole area has felt like it's like we're missing a piece of information or something. Not that like it's hard to follow what's going on, but just that like they forgot to write some of it? I don't know. Weird. Well, I guess on this lovely vista here, we can call it for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Monarch's a strange place. Come back next time when we probably continue feeling that way. Just a guess. And I'm going to see... And we'll see you next time.